What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's YouTube video. We're out on our morning walk right now, but as the title and thumbnail say, I want to go over 5 habits that are essential for fat loss. And I think these might be a little bit different than the typical because I consider things like, let's say, 10,000 steps a day, making sure we get our workouts in each week, our protein goals being hit, our calorie limit is not exceeded, and getting 8 hours of sleep. I view those more as like daily goals. Also, look at this view. Amazing. But I view those more as daily goals rather than habits. So I think habits are a little bit more short term and don't take as long. So obviously 10,000 steps, you're probably not doing all that at once. And if you are, it's taking you, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or something like that. So rather than having 10,000 steps as a habit, I consider a morning walk where I go ahead and start my day with some movement, the habit that helps me get to 10,000 steps. So that's kind of like the first one, but I just want to clarify, like, the goals of the day are, yes, 10,000 steps. Make sure we get 3 to 4 workouts in per week. So today's a rest day, so actually no workout. Making sure that we do things like, once again, hit our protein goal, not exceed our calorie limit, and then get 8 hours of sleep. But the first habit that I implement in order to, once again, achieve those goals is a morning walk. So right now we're out, get some steps in. I wake up around 6 a.m. every day. Sometimes I do work out, but regardless, I'm getting my morning walk in first and then I go and work out, or I'm getting my morning walk in and then I'm going to sit down at my desk. So in order to get my 10,000 steps, the first habit for essential fat loss is to get moving and break up your steps throughout the day. Personally, I love a nice morning walk to start off my day and help me get to my 10,000 step goal. And just to be clear, this morning walk is not meant to be long at all. Literally, I just walk down the road and back. It maybe takes me 15 to 20 minutes. So this is not a morning walk to get your 10,000 steps. This is just a morning walk to start your day with some movement. So that way you're not gonna realize at noon on your lunch break, you're like, oh crap, I literally have gotten maybe like 1,000 steps today. The goal is to start off. I get typically around 2,500, and it's a great way to start the day. Another habit that I think is absolutely critical to fat loss is to schedule your workouts. Now, once again, I don't think you need to work out every single day, at least as far as weight training, but I do think when you have specific goals, we need to make those a part of your schedule and just take a couple minutes each week and schedule those workouts in just like you would a dentist appointment, a haircut, a business meeting, so you know like that is blocked off as a busy time for you. So I have my Google Calendar up right here. I pretty much schedule everything in there now. I also do a little bit on my planner. This is more like day-to-day tasks, and my calendar is like more so for events. But I schedule everything from sleep, my gym sessions, deep work, dentist appointments. I also have obviously coaching calls in there, golf with my dad, just basically anything, because a big part of my job is to take calls with clients, potential clients, all that kind of stuff. So I create my schedule so I know, okay, when am I open and when am I not to have calls with clients or potential clients, things like that. I know not everyone's in that same situation. Typically people work like, I would say a 9 to 5, like they're busy or working 9 to 5. But I remember back in college, I would do it in between classes. In grad school, I would do it late in the evening. When I was a full-time engineer, I would do it right after work around 5 p.m. I've been doing it around 10 a.m. for a little while, and now I do it first thing in the morning. Just as my schedule gets busier and busier, I know it's just easy for me to say, okay, from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., basically from when I wake up, to 8 a.m., my goal is to basically wake up, get outside, work out, and then eat breakfast. And hopefully, typically it's taking me around 2 hours right now to do all of those things. Obviously, brush your teeth, that kind of thing, shower after the workout. And I found that has worked super, super well with holding me accountable as far as having a schedule. So whether you, once again, work out in the morning, work out at your lunch hour, work out right after work, block that time off in your schedule so everyone knows, whether it be work, friends, family, that you are busy during those times. And that is just like going to a dentist appointment. You can't skip it, it has to be done. So set a schedule, make a habit of the start of every week, whether it be Sunday, Monday, even Saturday. Schedule out your week, schedule those 3 to 4 workouts in just like you would anything else, and then make that a routine every week to schedule those and make sure that you block that time off as busy. You can call it self-development, you can call it gym, you can call it personal time, whatever it is, but make sure that you block those times off so you aren't busy and don't have any overlap. You can make sure you get those workouts done, as they are absolutely critical for losing body fat and maintaining our muscle. Also, one quick little bonus habit before we get into habit number 3 is to get a dog, right? So Maisie, can you say hi to the people? Everyone misses Maisie, but this is Maisie. Say hello, Maisie. We actually just went for a walk. But bonus tip, get a dog. And then you have to get in the habit of taking your dog out to the bathroom in the morning, around lunchtime, in the evening, and it's gonna force you to get outside and reach that 10,000 step goal even easier. So not really a habit, but get a dog and it'll create or make you get the habit of getting up more, moving around, getting outside and going for walks. Because of course we want our pets to have the best life they can. And a big part of that is going for walks, right, Maisie? You love your walks, right? Yes, I know you do. So quick bonus tip, and now into habit number 3. And habit number 3 to help with your fat loss goal and fat loss journey is to have 2 scoops of protein every single day. And this is gonna help with the goal of hitting your protein goal, right? So within your fat loss journey, you should definitely have a protein goal, or else your fat loss journey might turn into a weight loss journey, which is gonna affect your muscle mass. So a big part of that is also having a protein goal. And the habit I like to have in order to help me hit my protein goal is 2 scoops of protein every single day. It is the easiest, tastiest, simplest way to get a giant chunk of protein in. I think this is, let me double check. Yeah, 130 calories for 28 grams of protein. So 2 scoops in water, like I'm mixing up right now, is 260 calories for, what is that, 56 grams of protein. And you guys can see the macros right there. Boom, and this is the Transparent Labs 100% grass-fed whey protein isolate milk chocolate, the go-to, and also code Perez saves you 10% on all Transparent Labs products. This is actually my dad's stash because I'm the protein plug in the household. So I've got my dad hooked up. He has his as well in the morning. 2 scoops of protein. If you ever struggle with your protein goal, I don't want any excuses. The fact that we have protein powders for 260 calories and 56 grams of protein, it doesn't get any easier than that. And it tastes good, as long as you have the right protein powder. It tastes good too. So habit number 3, 2 scoops of protein every single day. It'll help you hit your protein goal, which will also inevitably help with your fat loss, as long as calories are in check, of course. And that's habit number 4. Just finished up my last meal of the day. That's gonna wrap up the food for the day as well. And this brings me to habit number 4, which is pre-tracking. And there are a couple ways to go about it. There's pre-tracking as in like meal prepping for the entire week and pre-tracking the entire week. You could do it the night before, the day of, or even meal by meal. But what I have found works best for myself, as well as many of my clients, is at least the night before, if not potentially a couple days before. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to go with a game plan when you go to the grocery store, right? So you actually go to the grocery store, know what kind of foods you're gonna be picking up to make meals that are gonna hit your goals. If you do morning of, or if you do meal by meal, you're probably gonna struggle to hit your calorie and protein goals, and you have to pick, do I wanna hit my calorie goals or my protein goals? And that happens a lot more often than not. But my favorite is tracking the night before. So essentially what I'm gonna do, as soon as I have my last meal, I'm gonna go on MyFitnessPal and plan out my meals for tomorrow, based on obviously what I have available to me in my refrigerator, in my pantry, things like that. I can say, okay, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have maybe an egg white omelet, I'm gonna have some ground beef and avocado for lunch, I'm gonna have some dates, or if I plan to go out for some pizza, stuff like that. You can put it all in MyFitnessPal and confirm, is that gonna help you hit your goals? Do you need to make adjustments? Maybe have a little more protein earlier in the day, a little less calories, if you're going out to eat, that kind of thing. So habit number 4 is pre-tracking, and I highly recommend at least a day before, if not a couple days. And I have clients that do full meal prep, and when I've done full meal prep in the past, you can at least track maybe 1 or 2 meals for an entire week, and then have the 3rd meal with a little more flexibility. But habit number 4, pre-tracking is probably one of the single greatest things you can do to make sure you're hitting your calorie and protein goals on a daily basis. And now it's time for the 5th habit, which is gonna help us get our goal 8 hours of sleep. Is for me, I wake up at 6 a.m., so I need to try to get in bed and asleep by 10. So that means around 9 o'clock is kind of when we shut things down. I will occasionally break that depending on exactly how much work I have to do, but basically 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, okay, it's time to just kind of start to wind down, try to get away from screens, hopefully shower, cool off. The 8 sleep turns on and starts to cool off the bed as well. We normally turn down the actual AC unit, but yeah, basically around 9 o'clock we start to wind down. So the 8 sleep should be cranking away. Yeah, we can see the little lights on there. So that guy is gonna start to cool down the bed. And then yeah, around 9 o'clock, sometimes 8:30, sometimes like 9:15, we'll start to shut things down. And then Kate and I will either maybe like watch a little something. I typically have a book to read at my bedside table. So we are currently trying to work through, very, very slowly work through the Game of Thrones series. So this is the Two Towers that I'm working through right now. Basically just try to have something fiction to read, put the mind at ease, because otherwise I'll just work right until I go to bed, but I know I can't do that. I would just not be able to fall asleep right away. So 9 o'clock starts the nighttime routine in order to hit our goal of 8 hours of sleep. And that is the last habit. And I just kind of messed up my watch. But yeah, so that is the 5 habits. Obviously, as I mentioned, the goals of the day are obviously calories, protein, steps, sleep, and workouts when we have those. And as far as the step goal, obviously habit number 1, start early so you don't have to cram 10,000 steps later in the day. Habit number 2 was for our workouts, make sure those are scheduled in our day. Just like a dentist appointment, just like a dinner reservation, just like anything else, schedule that so it says you're busy. You're working on yourself. Protein, obviously 2 scoops of protein every day helps a lot. Pre-tracking for calories, and then a somewhat of a hard kind of like wind down time in order to get to bed on time for 8 hours of sleep. But yeah, if you guys have any other tips or habits you want to leave in the comments, go ahead and help others, or if there's anything else I missed, definitely leave them down there. But if you have any more questions or anything else, ask questions in the comments too. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.